Hey everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to be doing some trades today with an ultra simple strategy. This is only going to require one indicator on your chart using a 15-second time frame. And you just simply watch this line on the chart and you enter your trades when there's a signal. And there's lots of signals. There's lots of setups happening all the time. So you're always going to find trade opportunities with this. We've had this on the channel before, something that I've used many times. And, I have my own personal favorite strategies that I use every day. But this one, once in a while, I'll go back to it because it's so simple to follow. And I think you guys are absolutely going to love it. So let's jump in here. And all you have to remember is 15-15. That's it. If you go over to the chart settings, you can just come over here, click on regular candlesticks. And then right down here where the time frame is, select S15. And then over here for the expiry, we're also going to select S15 as well. Now for something underneath a 1 minute expiry, you will have to use an OTC market. So OTC market, you can find that over here on the list of assets. So we have, like for example, underneath currencies, we have a lot of currencies here, a lot of currency pairs with the initials OTC after that. So as long as you favorite some of these, and when you click on the little star, that will apply it to the top of the pocket option interface. So you can easily see all of your assets up here at a glance, and you can click on these and view different charts in different pairs of that currency, okay? And if you find that there's an asset that has dropped in payout, I would recommend removing that asset and adding a new one that's paying out a little bit higher. So as you can see, Euro JPY has dropped down to 75%. So I'm going to probably just go ahead and remove that. And this Euro CHF has dropped down, making sure that all of the assets are paying out 90% or higher. That's just what I like to do. You guys can, feel free to do whatever you want. We're also going to be using the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, which is a highly advanced trade manager with mathematical calculations that allows you to win even if you have losses. So even if you have multiple consecutive losses in a row, you can still come out and profit and win your trading sessions. This is something that's available to all of the VIP members that are a part of our private VIP Telegram group that we have. And so we also have a membership website, and we provide a lot of tools for traders that helps them get profitable and to help recoup your losses. If you find yourself in a situation where you keep having, loss after loss, and you keep putting in more money, trying to make up for those losses, and then you just find out you're losing more money. And well, what we do is we recommend having some type of risk management system to follow. That way you guys have some type of structure, so you are going to end up and so you can stay in profit, because I think that's the whole goal here, is to maintain your wins and maintain your profits slowly over time. And so, so this is going to help us achieve that goal, okay? So now, one indicator that we're going to be adding to the chart here, this is going to be the zigzag indicator. So you'll find it over here. You just click on the little, button here for the indicators menu, and you'll find the zigzag right down here. Should be on the first list. And as soon as you click that, you're going to apply a little orange line that's going to be over the price action. Look at that. It's going to be applied directly over the candlesticks. Now the default settings, I just leave it like it is. I don't change anything. You can change the color if you want to. So you can come over here, click on the styles. And by the way, I did that kind of fast. Right next to the name of the indicator, you'll find a little pencil icon. Look at that. And if you click on that, that'll bring up a few settings that you can change and modify. Now, I do not recommend to modify or make any changes to these settings right here. All of the default settings will work just fine. So now if you want to change the color over here on styles, you can click the little orange color and you can set, maybe you want to go with a green or a blue, you can do that, okay? But I'm just going to leave it at default right now. And what we're really looking for is we are looking for the price to break out in one direction or the other, either going up or down. with a string of the same colored candles. Okay, so this is a great example. Just as we're talking about it here, you can see that we've, the prices came up, and then now it's came back down, and we have several red candles in a row. And you can see that those candles are pulling that zigzag line. It's just pulling the zigzag line with it. And you can see after a while, after those red candles, we have a green candle here. Okay, well, when the opposite color, so in this case green, when that appears and if it closes green, I will enter a trade. Okay, whatever color that is. So let's just say this is a string of green candles, like over here. Look at this. A lot of green candles over here, just comes right up. And then we have a red candle that closes actually red. If it closes red, right, then I'm going to enter a sell. Okay. Now, if let's just say, let's look at another example here. We'll have to just go back over here. So if it closes green, I will enter a buy. Okay. So if you have a string of red candles like this, red, 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 and then you have a green candle that appears, and if it closes green, you're going to place a buy. And that's it. That's all you have to do, guys. Now you can change the chart. If you don't like this chart, we can just hold down Shift and Tab. There are shortcut or hotkeys inside a Pocket Option. If you come over here, click on the hotkeys button, and it's right over here on the right side. You're going to have some options here. And a Pocket Option actually has updated this menu here just to make things a little bit easier to understand. But you can just activate and deactivate the hotkeys. I'm holding Shift and Tab. So I'll go ahead and show you that. I'll hold down Shift and Tab, and as soon as I do that, you can see that I can easily and quickly flip through the different charts. Look at that. Look how fast that is. Instead of coming up here and clicking on these, I can just leave my mouse over here on the right, and so I can be prepared to enter a trade instead of having my mouse pointer somewhere else on the chart. I like to keep it over here. And then I can just use my keyboard shortcuts to flip to the different charts. And that's it. Okay, so here's another. This is a great example, actually. So we have the zigzag line that is over the candlesticks. Okay, we've got a series of red candles. As soon as the green candle closes, you enter a buy, right? And so that's a great example of that. So let's go ahead and actually do some live trades. Now, before we enter trades, what I'm going to do, because I have the trade manager and I'm always applying proper risk management, what I will do first is make sure that my initial capital is entered in here. So this means whatever amount that I have inside a Pocket Option. So I have $1,000 of real money inside a Pocket Option. And so I'll make sure that I have 1,000 of my initial capital entered into the spreadsheet. Okay. And then I make my settings and stuff like that after I do that. Now, all of this is explained to you by following the videos inside of the private members area. If you become one of our VIP members, that would be great. If you decide to do that, fantastic. But once you get into the members area, there's going to be several videos that will show you how to master this spreadsheet, so you guys can start using it. We have members that have already seen profits in the first 10-15 minutes of becoming a member. You guys can get up and running as fast as possible, okay? So looking over here, are the first trade amount that the trade manager gives me is $1. So I see that first amount. I will come over here inside a Pocket Option and just enter in $1, right? It's already at $1 right now, but you guys get it. I can just put in $1 there. And then at a glance, look at the assets, make sure that everything is paying out. At the highest payout amount, those have dropped down a little bit, but that's okay. This happens. It's very normal inside a Pocket Option. So I've added a few more assets. So let's go ahead and take on a few new trades. Now, guys, you are not going to win every single trade, okay? So now you might see a lot of YouTube videos out there where they win every single trade. And that's not the reality, guys. Okay, I don't know about those videos. They're running their own business and doing their own thing. I stick to my videos and my business here. So I'm just going to show you the reality of what really happens, and that if you've traded with Pocket Option before, you know that most of your trades are not going to be wins. Okay, so that's why we use things like the Trade Manager to prevent us from having, big losses and all that kind of stuff. So, but this is a pretty good example here. I'm going to go ahead and enter. We've had a series of red candles, but I did not get the zigzag line, which is kind of interesting. So I didn't wait for that zigzag line. But here's the thing, is that you can still apply the strategy, but the zigzag does play like a huge role in this. But if the candles are performing and behaving the way that they're supposed to, maybe I'll enter like I just did, but for most of the time, wait for that zigzag line there. I kind of jumped the gun there a little bit. And what happens if you do have a win? What we would do is just mark that entry right here for the first trade, mark that as a win. You could see the next trade amount is under $1. And, we really can't trade with less than $1 inside a Pocket Option. It's just not going to allow us to do that. And so what do we do in this case? Well, we can see the background here is red, alerting us to basically stop, because, we're just not going to be able to trade with 16 cents. So what we could do is just reset this. We can mark a session completed so we can keep track of all the sessions that we're doing every day. And also, you can also update your balance in the spreadsheet. So you come over here to Pocket Option, and now instead of $1,000, we have $1,092. So, and it may not seem like a lot, but it doesn't take that long to complete a trading session. See, we're into this because we're planning on completing multiple sessions per day. We have members that do, several sessions in the morning. They come home from work or in the evening, and then they finish the rest of their sessions. And so how many sessions do you have to do? Well, there's also this little daily goals section over here. So if you guys, depending on, whatever capital that you have inside of your Pocket Option account, these amounts will be different, okay? The number of sessions required are going to be different. If you don't have 1,000, if you have less than that or more, the results are going to be different. But for me, if I want to make $40 a day, well, let's just say I want to make $25 a day, right? Then I'll have to complete 23 sessions a day. And you can see sessions can take anywhere from a few seconds to, maybe like 5 minutes, maybe. It doesn't take that long to complete your trading sessions, which will give me a total account growth of almost 2.5%, which is actually not too bad. So I've entered and I've updated my initial capital on the spreadsheet right here, and we're still trading with $1 per trade. And so I will go ahead and leave that at $1 inside a Pocket Option. And that's it. So what we have to do is just wait for the next one. So we can see that the price is pulling down this zigzag line here. If you look at that, you can see it just pulling that down. I'm waiting for, there's a green. So we have the opposite color of red, which is green. Now I'm waiting for this to close. And as soon as it closes, look at that. I've entered that fast, guys. That's all you have to do. Now it's going to place the trade. It's going to be in the trade for 15 seconds. Okay. 15-second chart, 15-second expiry. Really straightforward, guys. Really simple. And there it is. A little bit slow today. I know the Pocket Option's kind of laggy, or the market just opened about 30 minutes ago. So things are a little bit slow right now, but that's okay. So we won 2. Now again, you're not going to win them all. And so just wanted to, the whole purpose around this is to show you this strategy so you guys can learn how to do it. And I just find it very kind of flowing. It's very low stress. I'm very relaxed when I do this strategy. And I think that's important when you're trading, is to have something that's, going to calm your nerves. And, you don't want to get too excited, but you don't want to be all bummed out and upset or something when you're trading. You just want to feel very kind of balanced, very content. And so that's why I like this. Let's go ahead and just change the chart. Let's do it. We can update the balance if we want to, because once we start increasing the initial capital, on the trade manager, then the trade amounts are going to increase as well. So you're not always trading with a dollar. The more initial capital as you win trades, you're going to earn more money, and then you're going to update the initial capital. The trade amounts will get larger over time. So you're not trading with just $1 forever. Okay. So that's not how that is. But some of you think that, oh, it's always a dollar, and it's not. That's not the case. So let's go back, and we've got 1,001.84, and we can update this. There we go. Another session completed, because I know if I mark this as a win, the next one's under a dollar. So let's go back over here. We're still trading with the dollar. Let's find another opportunity. You see how it just pulls that zigzag line up? Look at that. And that's what you want. You want this. You want to see the price pushing a pretty good amount of push in one direction, either up or down, or if it's dumping, it's going down, or if it's, going to the moon, whatever, or maybe not the moon, but you guys know. Having some kind of indication, a very clear indication that it's going in one direction, and look at that. It just comes right back down. Beautiful. Now, we didn't take that trade, but that's okay, because there's plenty of opportunities. Now, something like this where it's very jagged, you see I got these long wicks, and it's got red candle, it's a green, it's a red, it's a green, it's a green, it's a red. It's something like this it's kind of going up at a grind a little bit. I kind of tend to just skip those or move away, or I can actually just remove that chart or remove that asset from my favorites list. So I don't have to see that chart again. Like this one's a grind as well. So I'll go ahead and remove that. And let's just find something here that stands out. I mean, this is a little bit kind of going sideways. You see that? It's kind of, the candles are really close side by side together. That I'm probably just going to stay out. And that's why the zigzag line helps you to, because you're not going to get really a lot of zigzags when the price is going sideways. You're going to see that zigzag when the price either shoots up or down. And look at that. So what I enter, I don't know, it might be a win, but now it's going up again at a pretty good pace. Look at that. Okay, it's pushing up. It's still a little bit indecisive. Look at that. It's flipping back and forth between red and green, and there's like a wick on the top and the bottom of the candlestick. I'm just going to stay out. I'm not going to enter the trade, guys. So if you wondering like what's a good, should I enter, I'm just kind of looking at it and thinking out loud, because it's not always clear. And so I'm just kind of going through my thought process if I were to enter the trade. And I don't really, this one is actually, it's okay. I don't see anything that jumps out at me. This might be something decent. It's been pushing up. Look at that zigzag up and down, up and down. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we got 4 more seconds on this green. And if it did close on that, but it flipped red and then closed, and that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a series of green or red. Oh, this worked out. Look at that. So you see how the price came down? It was red, and it had a nice zigzag applied over it, and as soon as that green closed, look at that. That would have been a good entry right there. Okay. I mean, I like that. Okay, we're waiting. If you don't see the zigzag, you can zoom out. And if the movement is up and down, like if it's going up and down pretty rapidly, you're not going to see that zigzag or that zigzag line applied to the chart. Okay. It may be applied over several candles in a large movement like this. Okay. Interesting. So let's find something here. Okay, let's see what this does right here. So we've got pretty good size green candles here. And if it holds green, and then let's wait for the next one to see which color it is. So it's red now, but it looks like it's kind of hesitating. So remember, it needs to close red, the opposite color, but it's going back to green. So in that case, we're going to wait. Okay, here's another one. Is it going to close red, or is it going to flip back to green? Okay, it's going green. It's continuing up. Okay, here's another candle. Now it's red now. So we've got 7 more seconds to go. 4 more seconds. It looks like it's going to stay red, guys. And so I'll go ahead and enter. Almost like a split second or before it closed. And that's it. That's all you guys have to do. Simple as that. So we got about 4 more seconds to go. Let's see if we maybe have a loss here. Who knows, guys? You know, not going to win them all, but we got another win. Great. Love the strategy. Guys, try this out. If you want to join the group, you can join right now. You can join us. We have several members a part of this group. And this is where you guys can get a hold of all of our trading tools that we have. We have spreadsheets, several spreadsheets actually. The Trade Manager is only one of those spreadsheets. So you can go to the website, and for I would say a very reasonable fee, and this is not like compared to other things that are out there right now. This is something that I would say that's very reasonable, fairly affordable for most of you. Something that you only have to purchase one time. This is not a monthly subscription, nothing like that, guys. Okay, you're not locked in to have to purchase a monthly subscription. You get access to the Trade Manager and hours of video training. Also, we have strategies that I do not share on YouTube. I keep these strategies secretive inside of the private VIP members area. And so also we have a community. We have over 1,000 members, and we have a support team, and we have staff that are out there to answer any questions and to make sure that you guys have everything set up properly before you begin trading. And we have many members that were never profitable until now. And so we've got several screenshots here. Members taking out withdrawals. We have members that have had, consistent gains over time, consistent returns. You can see screenshots of their back office, and members of all different walks of life, and different income levels. We have members starting off with $100, but we also have members starting off with much, much more than that. Okay. And you can also learn from others, and there are new strategies being shared in the group all the time. So you guys can check that out. I will leave a link down below in the comments, or also in the description of this video, and you guys can go check it out. So I wish you all the best of success. Thanks for coming out. That's the Zigzag strategy, and good luck with your trading. All right, we'll see you on the next video. Take care.